Hey guys, we are looking again today at equivalent fractions and equivalent ratios. So let's say I have a ratio of, oops, sorry, that didn't write, did it? Of 2 to 1. Okay, I have a ratio of 2 to 1. And I want to write this as a fraction. How would I write this as a fraction? Well, even though 1 is the smaller number because it's mentioned second, it would go on bottom. Another way that I could write this ratio is 2 for every 1. So like 2 glasses of milk for every 1 cookie I eat, that sort of thing. Okay? So if I have a ratio of 2 to 1, and I have another number that's given to me, and I need to make it equivalent to 2 to 1. Let's take a look at how we'd do that. So the first thing I want to do is show you a little trick. If you, let's say you have a fraction of 2 to 1. I'm going to go ahead and erase this here. There's a little trick that you can do called cross multiplying that will show you if your fractions are equivalent. So right now, we don't know if these two fractions are equivalent, but let's take a look. So let's say I have 5 to 2 over here, and I want to see, are these two fractions equivalent? Well, this trick called cross multiplying, what you do is you multiply down and across. So what would 2 times 2 be? Well, that would be 4, right? And now I do this. What is 5 times 1? That's 5. Are 4 and 5 equal? No, they are not equal. So guess what? These two fractions would also not be equal, okay? Which means that if I see a problem like this, 2 to 1 equals something over 26, I could still use cross multiplications to see if I could figure out how to find that answer. So we're going to use blue this time, and let's start by multiplying. 1 times 26, and what do I get for that? I get 26. So now I know that whatever I multiply 2 by has to equal 26. So that's just kind of a little trick on how to find an equivalent fraction or to check an equivalent fraction. And of course the answer is what? The answer is 13. So the answer here would still be 13. Sorry, technical difficulties, guys. Because if I check my math, 2 times 13 is 26, 1 times 26 is 26. Those are equivalent. Okay, but you might be saying to yourself, what's another way I could do it? What if I can't figure it out by cross multiplication? Is there another way? Well, yeah, absolutely. The way to do that is to figure out what could I multiply 2 by that would equal 26? What could I put in that box that would equal 26? And whatever I put in that box needs to also be multiplied down here to get the answer to this one. So as we saw before, 2 times 13 equals 26. If I put 13 down here, because these always have to be the same, my answer would still be 13. All right, nice work. Let's try another one. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, so, uh-oh, bad news. All right, so, oops, sorry, now you're reading my email. Oh, gracious. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. What would I multiply 6 by to equal 18? I would do 6 times 3, right? So the same thing needs to happen here to find my answer. And of course, my answer would be what? That's right, 15. Okay, great. Good job.